And today we're taking a closer look at franchising. That's when someone purchases the right to operate a business using the brand, products, and support of an established company. So what does this mean for both parties? This morning we're joined by CEO of the Lee Group, Mark S. Lee, and Chief Growth Officer of the Z-Bar Corporation, Larissa Walega. Good morning, guys. Thank you for being here this morning. Okay, so Mark, my first question is for you. Is franchising an ideal pathway to owning a business?
Absolutely, but before I go there, I have to say this. I'm going to step outside my business mode for 1 second. I do this every week. And let me say this. Since 1966, I have been going to Detroit Lions games at Tiger Stadium. And I'm going to tell you right now, Detroit, I am pumped by my Detroit Lions.
I love it.
And yes, I was one of those last night who got emotional after the Lions won the game. And for someone like me who has not, I basically have been watching the Lions my entire life. I lived in 9 different cities across the country. And many people have asked me why. Am I a Detroit Lions fan? And this morning, I'm proud to be a Lions fan, so go Lions.
Love it.
So anyway, to talk about the pathway to entrepreneurship, yes, it is a great way to get yourself into business. Entrepreneurship is, as you said in your comments there, it's a way where you can license out a brand. You have a manufacturer, they own the brand, and you pay a fee. And it's a great way to get your foot in the door. And by the way, the Lions are a franchise. The NFL is a franchise. The NFL is a corporate. They own the Shield. It's corporate. So the Lions have to pay a fee along with the other 30 teams as well to use the Shield and the NFL name.
I love that love letter to the Lions you just did. But Larissa, talk about the opportunities that franchising can give to people, you know, of minorities or to women, for that matter.
Yes, absolutely. The International Franchising Association, the arm of franchising, which is here to promote, protect, and enhance franchising, has a very strong opportunity, both for women and people of color. In fact, when we look at statistics recently in different surveys and research that we've seen, we see that as opposed to independent businesses, typically people of color, we're seeing over 26% own a franchises versus around 16%. So there's really a very large opportunity, and it isn't even so much about diversity, ethnicity, but it's also about diversity and opportunity, different types of business verticals.
And Larissa, when it comes to franchising, how does this encourage local employment?
Everyone hires local from a franchise standpoint, right? So oftentimes there's a fallacy of, when you look at, and we're rich in Michigan with franchising, from Domino's, Hungry Howie's, Z-Bar, Goldfish Swim School, right? You're hiring locally. You're hiring no matter what brand you have. High schoolers, some of their first jobs. My daughter's first job right now is with a franchise. So there's really opportunity to bring local community, local connection to franchising, and that's really what it's all about.
And Mark, what would you say are the benefits of franchising?
The benefit is you already have an established business. And so, for example, she mentioned some legendary brands already, Hungry Howie's, McDonald's. So if I'm going to become a franchisee, I get access to the name, I get access to the brand, I get access to the marketing materials. So really, it's a great opportunity for you not necessarily to start from scratch. A lot of times when people are starting a business, they have a concept, they have an idea, then they kind of waffle a little bit. But the biggest benefit is I have an established business, that already has an established brand out there, and next thing you know, you can launch your business through franchising.
I like it. Okay, so Larissa, what advice do you have for someone pursuing franchise as an investment?
I think first and foremost, you have to decide where your passion is, right? Anything that you invest in, doesn't matter franchise or not, but specifically with a franchise, number one, where is your passion? And then from there, seeking out the right opportunity. Also, you have to stop and think, what type of person do I want to be within that franchise? You will be the owner, you will be the operator, but oftentimes in a franchise, you can kind of pick too, if that's your first location, do I want to be in the front of the house? Do I want to be in the back of the house? But think about what's important to you and then really grow from there.
And Mark, from a job growth perspective, how does franchising boost the economy?
Oh, wow. You think of it this way. Detroit, for the city of Detroit, we have 62,000 small businesses within the city limits itself, the 4th largest city in the country. Imagine that every one of those businesses will employ anywhere from 1 to 3 people. That's 180, almost 200,000 people employed by small businesses. So from a franchise perspective, as Larissa is saying, is I can hire people. I can hire 10 people. I can hire 5 people. So it helps the local economy because you are hiring local people. Those people have the income that can now invest back into the community. And oh, by the way, these businesses, these franchisees also have to pay what? Taxes. So it does help the local economy.
And is it a bit daunting for somebody, though, who is first thinking about this, considering it? Like, how would you best approach it?
I would best approach it first by looking at key opportunities, key places that you trust to give you the right information. Franchise.org is a great place to start. That's the International Franchising Association's website. All places and opportunities to invest in are there, but really take the time to do your due diligence too about the brands that you're interested in, right? It's not just about the due diligence of the franchise owners who currently own and are a part of that team and a part of that brand, but take some time to look at what customers are saying about those brands too, and you'll see, some great information there.
Yeah, research is very important. Make sure you do your proper level of research. Make sure you write your idea down. And once you understand what the opportunities out there, understand what the cost is to invest in a franchise as well, because the cost can range from as low as X number of $1,000 to several $100,000. So make sure you do your homework and you have the access to capital to help your financial business.
All right, great information, you two. Thank you so much.